heard that name, a lot of black people were like, who in the hell is that? National Black Justice Coalition, who the fuck is that? Nobody knew who it was. Black folks have never heard of this organization, a Black Justice Coalition. What the hell is that? Now look, when you go to the National Black Justice Coalition's website, well, let me get some stuff up here. Hold on. When you go to their website, this is what you see. National Gay Men's Movement. It's an LGBT organization. All right? This is an LGBT organization calling itself the National Black Justice Coalition. This is an LGBT organization. That's all it is. And it's white funded. Now, let's look at the team here. Now let's look at the board members. Hold on. Let's look at the board members real quickly. Who we see? Benjamin Damn Crump. All right, so we got Benjamin Crump co-signing this nonsense, and we know what his get down is. Benjamin Crump is all in this damn mix. This nigga. Speaking of Benjamin Crump, y'all remember, on a side note, y'all remember the officer who shot Jacob Blake in Kenosha? The DOJ said they won't seek charges in the officer who shot Jacob Blake. I knew that was going to happen. So they let him go. They let him get away with shooting Jacob Blake. They're not going to charge him. They just announced that this week. And I'm not surprised because we called this out a while ago. The reason why they're not going to charge him, do y'all remember this? This is Jacob Blake's mama sitting up here with Benjamin Crump. Remember this? This is why they're not going to charge him. Benjamin Crump gave her instructions so they can get the payout. Remember this? This is your boy Crump, and this is his thing right here. Hold on.
There's a piece that I can't even describe. So when I tell you this is hard, it is very difficult. But in addition to that, I have great peace. And it allows me to forgive. I've already forgiven. And this forgiveness is not
the whole forgiveness tour.
Not for anybody else, but God and me.
Oh Lord, that's why, ladies and gentlemen, that's why the charges didn't get put on this guy, because the Mammy and Crump, which we knew that's what they do. This is the whole routine. We've been telling y'all that for the longest. These niggas get out here, they go behind the scenes, negotiate a little payout for the family, get the coon-ass family to go out here forgiving, wait a little while, and then drop the charges. They do hey, we gonna forgive if you give us this check. We get out here and we start forgiving so the cop don't get charged, and so that everybody else get a damn target on their back. We've been calling Crump out. Crump is a one-trick damn pony, dude. So this organization got Crump's ass in it, all right? So you already know it's for the fuckery. But this organization, hold on. This organization is headed by this guy named David J. Johns. This clown right here. This is the so-called executive director. And if you remember, this was one of the dudes who was on the Breakfast Club in that fiasco of an interview with Malik Yoba and all of these other trans people on there talking all types of crazy. The video got 9,000 likes and 29,000 dislikes. It almost got 30,000 dislikes, ladies and gentlemen. That was a train wreck of an interview. They were on there talking the dumbest shit ever. David Johns, he's a complete clown. He's a do-boy for the white LGBT establishment. Remember, this was the Negro sitting on here talking about we don't need to be focusing on people's dicks, because Charlemagne and those guys were trying to ask questions, but they had to walk on eggshells, and I get it. They were trying to ask questions about the damn, what's considered a woman and all that. And he up here don't be worried about no damn dicks. Don't worry about nobody having a dick. It's about the spirit. Hold on, let me play this. This dude is up here when asked about, hold on, we can't sit up here and act like this is a woman. These are women and they got damn dicks. What you talking about? Do we need to wait till they get surgery? It ain't about don't worry about no dick. Stop focusing on dick. This is the clown right here. Listen to this clown shit. Listen to it. Hold on. Hold on. Let me turn it up. Hold on.
Because again, transness has so little to do with otherwise male-determined genitalia.
Right.
We gotta get beyond being fascinated with people's dicks. Period. That's not what this is about.
It is.
This conversation is about people's spirits, making space for people and how they show up. It ain't got shit to do with what they got between their legs.
And also,
yes, it do.
That is problematic.
He trying to tell you. That's predator talk right there. That's predator talk. Don't worry about this. I know I'm supposed to be a woman, but don't worry about this dick. It ain't nothing but a little dick. Damn. Just look at it as a big old clit. Y'all stop worrying about some damn dick, man. Yeah, dick is a problem. If you supposed to be a woman and you pull a dick out, yeah, that's a problem. Dick is a problem. It ain't about the dick, it's about the spirit. No, you got a dick spirit, and that's a problem. The fuck is you talking about, nigga? Nigga, you sound crazy. Dick is a problem. If a woman has a dick, that's a problem. That's a deal breaker. Fuck is you talking about? Yeah, that's pedophile talk. That's what they tell kids they're about to molest. You tell that to kids you're about to take advantage of. Well, they're mad at Dave Chappelle because Dave kept it real. Dave was like, hey, yeah, gender is real, which it is. Gender is real. Don't sit up here and talk about this is a woman and they pull a damn dick out and we just don't focus on that. Don't focus on the dick. No, what you mean? It's male-determined genitalia. What the fuck you talking? That's a dick, dude. Y'all can't talk around that. You ain't gonna try to pull a magic trick on me to make me think that's some other than a dick. That's predator talk, man. That's predator talk. That's predator talk, dude. But listen, this organization, let's get busy with this organization. Who is this organization? Because I've called them out before. Now let's look at this organization. Who's really running this? Who's funding this organization? Let's slow walk this thing for 1 second. Who's funding this organization? Let's get into this thing. Okay, let's go into this website. The National Black Justice Coalition. Okay. Let's look at our investors here. Let's get into this. So we go to their investor page. Let's look at some of all these white corporations who's investing. Now what? The Cartoon Network? Really? The Cartoon Network? So this stuff, they're going for kids. They're going after kids. Hold on, but let me go into something else. Let me get back to David Johns real quick. Hold on. Because he works with kids too. That's another problem if he's pushing this stuff to kids. Hold on. Where is this where he works with kids? He works with the Black Caucus, Congressional Black Caucus. Okay, right here. He's committed to volunteer services that maintains an active commitment to improve literacy among adolescent minority males. So they got him targeting kids. All right. So they got this dude targeting kids. This is the kind of dude that the white supremacists will put around your kids. Okay. Childhood education. Yeah, they'll put this dude around a bunch of kids. All right. All right. But let me go back to these sponsors, these investors. Now, these are the people who invested, our anchor investors. Now, look at some of these names. All white corporations, okay? Then they got Planned Parenthood right here on the bottom. Let's get into this. Let's get into this. let's get into, because I'd be here all day, but let me just get into a few of the people who invest into this shadow ass organization that black folks don't even know about. These are some big names, ladies and gentlemen. These are big names. Why is Planned Parenthood investing in a black LGBT organization? Let's get into that. Why, ladies and gentlemen? Why? Hold on, before I get into that, let me go down here. This is the Cartoon Network and the National Black Justice Coalition presents Gender Pronouns comic. So they got a bunch of black kids in the cartoon talking about some damn gender pronouns, okay? Thee, they, them, him, she, her. They're targeting your damn kids, okay? Now, let me tell you something. Going back to the investors and the sponsors of this, Planned Parenthood. Why is Planned Parenthood supporting a black LGBT organization, funding it, giving big money to it? These are big money donors giving money to this unknown nigga. Well, we know Margaret Sanger. For those who don't know, Margaret Sanger, who was a eugenicist. Margaret Sanger was a white supremacist, and Margaret Sanger was the person who founded Planned Parenthood, ladies and gentlemen. But listen, ladies and gentlemen, before Planned Parenthood was called Planned Parenthood was called the Negro Project, okay? Planned Parenthood was called the Negro Project. There's a great book on this about Margaret Sanger called the Negro Project, the diabolical, duplicitous, dangerous, and disastrous deadly plan for black America. The Negro Project was a plot and a plan that they're still implementing to eradicate the number of black people. Okay, this was eugenics, and this is what they're still doing. Planned Parenthood was initially called the Negro Project, ladies and gentlemen. It was designed to wipe black people's numbers out. Just straight up and down. It was designed to wipe our numbers out. A lot of folks don't know that. Some of y'all in the room like I didn't know that. Yes. It was designed to wipe our numbers out. Okay? That was the Negro Project. To sterilize black women so they couldn't have babies, to get rid of the Negro problem, which is too many Negroes out here. So now, with them promoting black LGBT very heavy, they understand if they promote that, that's going to be used as a form of birth control because they know that same-sex people will not procreate. They know two people of the same sex having sexual relations with each other, they will not procreate. So they're pushing this hard. They're pushing this as a lifestyle. This is why they're putting so much big money on it. All right, let's get deep with this thing. Hit this thumbs up button. Now let's look at some of the other sponsors on here. Let's look at some of the other sponsors on the National Black Justice League website. Whenever you see Planned Parenthood and Procter & Gamble, right here, that's the Procter & Gamble symbol. That's Procter & Gamble. Why is Procter & Gamble involved with this? Okay, let's look at this. Why is Procter & Gamble a part of this? Corporations, listen, they really rarely steer or veer away from the initial intent of the corporation. They can hide it all they want to, but they never veer away from the initial intent. Let's get down. Who was part of the Negro Project? Okay, let's go to the Negro Project. The Negro Project, conceptualized by birth control activist Margaret Sanger and implemented by the Birth Control Foundation of America, now Planned Parenthood Federation of America, was an initiative to provide Southern black women with access to birth control. That's bullshit, bullshit, bullshit. Whiteypedia will put a spin on it. It was to get rid of black folks. It wasn't to provide safe birth control. It was to get rid of black people. Dr. Clarence Gamble, physician and heir to the Procter & Gamble soap fortune, was also an influential figure on the project, supervising and partially funding it. It was Procter and Gamble who were funding the Negro Project. Ladies and gentlemen, these people are doing the same shit. Procter and Gamble was funding the Negro Project. They were funding the eugenics program. Okay? They were funding it. Let's get even deeper, ladies and gentlemen. There's an infamous letter from Margaret Sanger to Dr. Gamble from Procter and Gamble. There's a letter that's in the archives, that's in the public archives from 1939. Margaret Sanger wrote this letter to Dr. Gamble from Procter and Gamble. Listen, let me read y'all part of the letter where they were trying to get black folks sterilized. Hold on. While the colored Negroes have great respect for white doctors, they can get closer to their own members, more or less lay their cards on the table, which means their ignorant superstitions and doubts. They do not do this with white people, and if we can train a Negro doctor at the clinic to go along with them with enthusiasm and with knowledge, which I believe will have far-reaching results among the colored people. His work, in my opinion, should be entirely within the Negro profession and the nurses, hospital, and social workers, as well as the county white doctors. Now, this was right before this was right before Tuskegee. On a side note, now this was right before Tuskegee, by the way. They were talking about getting black doctors and nurses to kind of go into the black community. Okay? Well, let me read the rest of this letter to Dr. Gamble from Margaret Sanger. The minister's work is also important. He could be trained, perhaps by the Federation, as to our ideas and the goal that we love to reach. So they were talking about getting shadow boxing Negroes back then. Procter and Gamble and Margaret Sanger from Planned Parenthood family, back then in the 1930s, they were talking about getting black organizations, Negro preachers and Negro doctors to push their agenda for them. You understand? They were talking about getting them to push the agenda for them. Hold on. Da-da-da-da. Hold on, let me see, where's this? Okay. This is the key right here. I want to blow this line up so y'all can read it with me. This is very important. The minister's work is also important. Also, he should be trained, blah, blah, blah. We do not want word to get out that we want to exterminate the Negro population. And the minister is the man who can straighten out that idea if it ever occurs to any of their more rebellious members. So they didn't want to get the word out that they were trying to exterminate the Negro population. They got this shit in writing, ladies and gentlemen. They got it in writing. They put it in writing. And they were like, our Negro ministers can straighten out the rebellious Negroes just in case they get wind of what we're trying to do. Signed, Margaret Sanger. All right? So they're talking about y'all right now. The black folks who are waking up to the plan and not going along with it. The black people who are like, wait a minute, this organization sounds funny style, this National Black Justice League, that sounds funny. That's part of that Margaret Sanger plan. It's in writing, guys. This is them putting it in writing, telling you they want to exterminate the Negroes and they're going to get buffer class shadow boxing niggas to go along with it.